Social media can make van life look like this, but the reality, sometimes it looks a lot more like this.
It was a very long night, and when your dog is sick in a very small space like this,
A bad day quickly turns into one of those moments where you start questioning this whole van life thing. What begins as a fun trip to Yellowstone quickly takes a turn when our 14-year-old dog Wes isn't doing great. Suddenly, plans go out the window. Our only priority is doing what's best for him, even if that means wondering if our summer wandering the Mountain West needs to end sooner than we expected. This week, we're sharing a little more of the reality behind van life, the messy days, the hard decisions, and what happens when life doesn't exactly care about your travel plans.
Hello.
After you, welcome to Yellowstone.
Thank you.
Would you like a map today, Brian?
We are good.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good episode.
Thank you. Welcome to Yellowstone. Let's go find some wildlife.
Who draws the crowd and plays so loud, baby? It's the guitar man. Who's gonna steal the show? You know, baby, it's the guitar man. He can make you love.
oh shoot, he's mad. Maybe not.
Bison, Chet. We're pretty much guaranteed to see those here. We're going to keep driving through Lamar Valley. Hopefully we see some other animals, and then we're going to go find camp.
To find another place to play. Night after night, who treats you right, baby? It's the guitar man. Who's on the radio? You go listen to the guitar man. Then he comes to town, and you see his face, and you think you might like to take his place. Something keeps him drifting miles and miles away, searching for the songs to play.
Home for the night. I know Wes is going to approve because look at this view.
The wildflowers here are just insane. My goodness. The last time we were in Yellowstone was 5 years ago, and honestly, we weren't sure if we would come back. We thought we kind of did all the things. We saw Old Faithful, Upper Geyser Basin, a bunch of wildlife, and a lot of crowds. It is the third most visited national park in the country. But when we were in the area this year, we decided that we would give it another try. So verdict is still out if it's worth it or not. Today, actually, we had a lot of plans. We were gonna see a ton of things in the park that we haven't seen before, but we got a much later start than we thought because Wes got pretty sick last night. I think he ate something that he shouldn't have at our last campsite that was left behind on the ground, and it was a very long night. And when your dog is sick in a very small space like this, it is a complete cleaning task the next day. Let's just say that. We didn't record any of it because we didn't think you would want to see it. So we didn't start until late this afternoon, but we have a lot of plans for tomorrow. Wes is feeling much, much better. He's eating, he's drinking, he's getting some rest right now. And we are so excited to kind of give Yellowstone, if you will, a second go, see if we can find some new things that we haven't seen before. It is a massive park, and I'm sure there's a ton. For now, Brian's cooking dinner. I am so excited to eat up, get some rest because I don't think any of us got any sleep last night, and take in this view. My goodness, this is such a killer spot.
After such a long night last night, this is an 11 out of 10 dinner. Hopefully we all get some good sleep tonight.
There she is.
There she is.
Where that's another baby moose.
Mama's gonna come out soon.
There she is.
We're getting a little bit of a late start today. We were hoping to be up by 6 and in the park, but Wes still had a little bit of a nicky belly last night. We were up a couple times, so we actually slept in today because he was sleeping pretty good. We're gonna go into the very small town of Cook City, which has a population of less than 100, and hopefully we can get him some chicken breasts and brown rice and maybe some pumpkin puree, just kind of help the guy out. Then we're gonna go in the park. Hopefully we see some wildlife. Maybe do a little fly fishing, depends on how he's doing. But first, I'm gonna get some coffee going. Chicken breast. Luckily, this little market had everything we need to hopefully get Wes's belly in check. We've talked about it before. Our little house fridge doesn't have a lot of space, so we really love having our Iceco APL 35. And when we need to store extra food for Wes or fresh produce, or if we're on the road and there aren't a lot of options for shopping, we can really get stocked up. Getting ready to leave here, head into the park. Unfortunately, our media screen on the van is not working. We've turned the van off and on a few times, still nothing. Has anyone else had this issue? This has happened before. It was some kind of update. Do better, Mercedes. But this is the time that we're really happy we have the Wolf Box, because we do have a rear view camera on the van, but when the media screen's not working, that rear view camera doesn't work. So now I have my trusty wolf box so we can back out of this tight parking lot and hit the road. You're good.
Excellent. Thank
Thank
you
you.
for your service.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you so much.
Too easy. Pro tip, if you can, come in the east or north gates of Yellowstone, and it is so quiet. We didn't wait in line at all, right in the park, and this is where a lot of the animals are too. Our friends that taught us how to fly fish the other day told us that there's a dead bison up here on this hillside. And it's been attracting a lot of, hopefully, grizzly and possibly wolves. There've been a lot of people parked on this side of the road. Might not be the best time of day to see if any grizzlies are gonna come out. We do see some buzzards overhead, so we're just gonna try to find that bison and then hopefully a grizzly or some wolves. So there's a buffalo rolling around in the dirt over there.
With Yellowstone being one of the most visited national parks, we're on the hunt for stuff that's a little bit more off the beaten path. And so we're on this dirt road, Black-tailed Deer Plateau. There's nobody around, and we'll see what we get into. We originally had plans to go fly fishing today, especially after our very kind, gracious, and patient friends just taught us a few days ago. But with Wes not being 100%, I don't think we're feeling great about leaving him in the van while we do that. As you know, national parks are not the most dog friendly, so he wouldn't be able to join us for that. So scenic drive day it is, and I'm okay with that because there are some beautiful drives here in Yellowstone, and as we're learning now, you can maybe avoid the crowds too.
He may contain the urge to run away, but hold her down with soggy clothes and breeze blocks. Shivers in your fever, scream me again. Never kisses, or do you ever send a full stop? Do you know where the muffins go? They go along to take your honey. Way down how we build our breakfast down and say, my love, love, love. La la la, muscle to muscle, to toe to toe. The fear is grip me, but here I go. My heart sings as I come.
Never know when your last chance for Huckleberry ice cream is going to be. What do you want?
Huckleberry. What do I want? Is that even a question?
Looks good on you.
I mean, junior park ranger?
Maybe that's your next calling.
Maybe. You need spins?
Yeah.
Get off my ice cream. Yeah, another good use for the cruiser caddy.
All right. Got the AC on it. All right. Mustache ice cream. Where are we headed?
We have a pin from same friends that taught us how to fly fish for where there might be some grizzlies hanging out. There might be a couple stops on the way though.
Okay.
So we're just headed down the road. I don't know.
Looks like there might be something on the side of the road over here in this meadow. All the humans have gathered and people are stopping in the middle of the road. So let's hope for a bear.
Common occurrence in Yellowstone.
We're not gonna stop.
Oh, it's a bison. It's a freaking bison, people.
There's a lot of them down there.
This is the part of Yellowstone that, it's a pretty shot. I mean, look. Well, I think it's about time we go find camp. We've been driving around a lot today. Yellowstone's actually the second largest national park in the contiguous United States behind Death Valley, and since we don't have campsite reservations, we're camping outside of the park for free, which means you do a lot of driving because a lot of the stuff is kind of in the main center part of the park. We also don't want Wes to be stuck in the van driving around all day either because he's not feeling great. It's also limited any activities that we could do in Yellowstone because we didn't want to leave him unattended in the van. This is not what we had planned for Yellowstone, but it's just the way life on the road goes sometimes. I think finding a good place to camp for the evening is priority at this point, and hopefully we can find something. It's a little busy out here.
It is. Not gonna get my hopes up. There's something there.
Yeah, that looks like a spot up there. Maybe. Or that's a road. There's a fire pit though.
Let's see. Maybe we can go around this bend. Found a great campsite for the night. It's not necessarily a reservoir we're probably going to swim in, but it's free, it's warm. Wes is happy we're not driving right now. And if any of you have had a dog with an upset stomach, you probably know boiled chicken breasts, brown rice, and pumpkin are some of the best things you can give to them to help ease their issues. So Wes is eating gourmet tonight. Huh, buddy?
Are you gonna share with us?
You might share a one chicken breast with us, I think. Wes is going to be eating better than us tonight. Sticky rice.
Well, we just had to clean those bed sheets too because he got sick all over him. He definitely has an appetite, especially for that.
He slept all night. Feeling better, buddy? No more achy belly?
Oh, somebody's feeling better. I think it's safe to say little Hombre's feeling so much better.
That, or is he just really addicted to the chicken and brown rice?
It is so good seeing Wes feeling better today. So what do you say we get off this beach and go find something fun to do? All right, just packing up the bear spray. I think we're ready to go. Now I just have to try and remember everything that our friends taught us the other day when they were teaching us. It was so much fun, and I'm so glad that I get a chance to fly fish the Yellowstone River. I have no idea what I'm doing still, so please be kind in the comments for just learning how to do this. I'm excited to continue refining and practicing and hopefully catching a fish. And how cool are our friends, in addition to the rod and the reel, which was so freaking generous. They gave us all these flies, a bunch of other goodies to get started. And man, I'm just grateful for awesome people that we have in our life. This week has been kind of rough. The past few days with Wes, I think this is just what we need. It's always the freaking lens cap. This thing is my nightmare. Can I toss it to you? Yeah. You ready?
Knock, knock, you're coming over. Couple times a week.
I may not have caught any fish today. It sure was a lot of fun practicing and trying to get just a little bit better at fly fishing, and I hope that I can catch the first fish before Brian does. He's actually back at the van checking on Wes, who is doing so much better. He hasn't gotten sick in like 24 hours, and you know, it's just one of the unfortunate things when you're living on the road. It's a lot harder to cope with these types of things. You know, we've been sick before where we've had to rent a VRBO. Our van has been sick and been in the shop where we've had to get a hotel room, and it makes things a lot more tricky when you're traveling. Although this wasn't the Yellowstone kind of experience that we were expecting this time around, it was a beautiful time. Absolutely love this park. Despite the crowds, I still think that it is worth the hype. And for now, we're gonna continue carrying on. Got more fly fishing ahead, and we hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button, hype. It really helps us out. Subscribe if you don't already, and we will see you next Sunday. Bye.
That might actually be one of the most competitive dispersed camping areas we've ever seen.
Sorry, buddy. No enchiladas for you.
These wildfires have been relentless, and our hearts really go out to everyone affected by these.